We all worked for that mean eel, that man-faced eel. We shut down that Walmart by withholding our labor. We shut it down by withholding our labor. Okay? Yeah, yeah, we shut it down by withholding our labor. That eel couldn't do anything. Well, it could. It ate us. First, it electric shocked us into submission. Okay? And then it consumed us. Okay? But it was like a giant whale, so there all we were in the stomach, in the tummy. And I said, we could have a sit-in. This is like a sit-in. I said it was like a joke. I said it was a joke. I was trying to keep things light because we were about to be digested. They're like, yeah, you're right. It is like a sit-in. And I thought, oh, okay, it's our first labor action. Working for a large conglomerate, it doesn't really seem like you could do much against the behemoth machine at the Wal-Mart. But you know what? We did it anyway. We did it anyway. Because at that point, what did we have to lose? What did we have to lose at that point? We were about to be digested. So we refused. We refused to be digested. Okay? We refused it. And through the power of our refusal, he couldn't do it, so it was gastrointestinal distress for our oppressor. And that eel was like, this is the last time I take a managerial position for a major conglomerate. Wait a minute, is it a conglomerate if it's just one company that owns one thing? I thought a conglomerate was a company that bought other companies so that they could, like Nestle is a conglomerate because it has the Choco, okay, which we all love, okay? And it's not sourced well, okay? So you feel bad when you eat it. And then there's, it owns a bunch of other companies like Taco Time, La Sens de Vie, and a bunch of other places, okay? Gas stations, hula hoops. It's got the market cornered on everything, whereas Walmart, it's just its own Walmart. What the hell was... Okay, looks like it's cold in here because the Fernion went on. The Fern on, not the Fern off. That's good. That's what we need, the heat. We're down here in the bowels of the dwelling, okay? The engineering section, as it were. Down here, the warp core, okay? This is where the warp core is down here. Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we had that eel, and we had a sit-in. Jesus! It's really loud down here when it turns on like that. Okay, we had a sit-in, okay? We had a sit-in, and then the eel started like a cat. And then it vomed us up like John Boyd in Anaconda. Then it tortured us with repeated electric shocks. It didn't give up. I thought that it was going to be a bully standing up to a machine. I mean, we were standing up to the bully machine. But it just put its machine in high gear and the teeth devoured us. Again and again and again and again. Until we were shells of our former selves. Like those places where you eat the peanuts and throw the shells on the floor. That's what we were, the shells on the floor. All of us. And people started to get angry. They said, Silverhead, this is your fault. You told us to have a sit-in. And I was like, well, we were eating at the time. I didn't think that, but I see your point. I should have just let us be digested, I guess. And then I said, well, you've all got, it doesn't do any good to defend yourself now. You've got the people, you've got to take care of your people. So I said, take me instead. And I took my shirt off. I rubbed my nipples at the thing and I said, take me instead. so it did. It wrapped itself around me. Shockingly, my head heated up to such a degree. My plates heated up. So the last thing I could do was turn my head, and my spike sank into its eye. Inadvertently, it didn't mean to do it. Blinded, the beast was enraged. My brain was boiling at the time, so I don't remember a lot. But it locked itself in the managerial bathroom. So we barricaded it in there. I mean, not me, I was on the floor. The rest of the staff barricaded it in there. And it started howling and howling. The man-faced eel, the giant man-faced eel that was our manager at Wal-Mart. And that's when Samantha gave me a shirt. She said, "Get off your knees and put this shirt on." And I said, "At least you could have found my size. I mean, we're in a giant store full of many shirts. And you gave me a size M? I'm an XL. I weigh 240 pounds, for God's sake." And she's like, "Well, I thought that was just all head." And we laughed. But the thing was barricaded in, and now what were we to do? We opened the store. We thought, let's open the store. Let's sell the goods. And then let's take the money. Because all the other money was in a time lock safe, and no one knew the time code except for the eel, and he wasn't going to help us. And it was hard serving customers at the time. Because the howls of the eel, okay? The howls of the eel. We said, "Oh, don't worry about that. That's just the furnace. That's the furnace. Okay, that's the HVAC system. Cleaning out the air so that there's no viruses in the air. That's our service to you." And then everyone was like, "What? There's no viruses in this air?" So everyone came to Walmart, like more than normally came to Walmart. They all packed themselves in there like Kleenex boxes, like Kleenex in the Kleenex boxes. And then, but we were like, well, someone's going to notice that there's an electric eel. Then what happens if it gets out? It's going to electrocute these poor people. And we were greedy. We wanted them in the store so we could take their money, and then they could get their goods. So we told them. We said, "Excuse me, but there's a giant eel." And we let it out. We muzzled it, and we let it out. The eel had turned on the bathroom taps, and water leaked out all over, ran out of the bathroom. So now the floor was wet. Everywhere the water touched, you'd get electroshock. So we climbed up to the bike section, okay, and everyone got on the rubber bike. Get your hands on those pedals and those feet on those pedals and start riding around. We gave out bikes, okay? So it became a thing of bikes where it was a chain of bikes. You ride this is how it works. You ride the bike out, you'd get out to the parking lot to safety, and then someone else would take the bike back in. And then they would double you on a bike. And so 1 by 1 times 126 bikes, we got everyone out of there. And that's when the cops showed up. There was firemen, cops, and an ambulance. I was trying to make a kid not cry by doing goofy dances. The team went in and there was no eel to be found.